think something went out from there.
What time you're talking about? Is there a Holly?
The day after.
Welcome.
Let's go. Detect the future footage player onto our younger visitors. Like a pretty nasty lot to me.
We have to sneak out the castle. Which is where Hermione comes in.
All you have to do is meet me in the room of requirement. From there we'll fly down to Quidditch pitch. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A spell I learned from a world-class Quidditch player.
Hermione knows all these spells, you see.
Mom, you're making it snow again.
Why does that always happen?
It's not a secret anymore.
This is what we're doing.
Therefore, it's not recommended for those with
로봇 거기는 어디야? 무엇을 아직 안 되는 11시에 지금 10시야. 게이트 근처에 있는 거
The largest soundstage on the Universal lot. Take a look.
Take a look right over here on the left-hand side. You can see the Big Voice logo painted over the doors there. And that is a historic soundstage. Check out, these are just some of the sets that have been built inside of there throughout the years. It's been everything from Frankenstein's lab, Dracula's castle, the visitor center at Jurassic Park. Now we can do just about anything inside of those sound stages. They give us maximum versatility. It makes it a lot easier to film. Like, check out this scene from Couples Retreat. That was not filmed at nighttime. That was not filmed outside. That was filmed during the day inside of Soundstage 12. So it's a lot easier for our cast and our crew not to have to come out here in the middle of the night if we don't have to. And check out just how big that soundstage really is. This is what it looks like when it's all cleared out. That's an SUV in there for scale. That thing is massive. Now over on the left-hand side, we're passing by an area that's being transformed to make way for future expansion. But just past this, you can see sound stages 16 and 17. Those were used for thrillers like Psycho and Red Dragon. They also filmed long-running TV shows like Wagon Train inside of there. Also Desperate Housewives from on Desperate Housewives films. Fans, the interior for the Housewives' homes were all done inside of those sound stages. So she went to the Cloud9 Superstore because we had the set built right across the street. Also worked out for us because Superstore is actually part of NBC Universal. It airs on NBC. A lot of people don't know Universal Studios is not just Universal Studios. We're part of one of the largest media corporations in the entire world, NBC Universal. So we consist of a lot of your favorite television networks as well. Not only NBC, but also E!, Sci-Fi, USA, Bravo, To the Moon, To the Golf Channel, CBC, MSNBC, NBC Sports, and Oxygen. Woo! Just to name a few. But we also act as a giant rental facility, so anybody can come out here. Disney, Warner Brothers, Paramount, ABC, they can all rent from us. In fact, Mindy Project, before it was on Hulu, was on Fox, not affiliated with us at all. They still filmed at the exact same spot. Now, that's why when we drive around, you guys will see the trailers. We sign one contract with one movie studio and only do movies on that one lot. So the benefit was, instead of a portable dressing room like the trailers that you see over on the right-hand side, they got their own personal permanent dressing room. Kind of like a little apartment out here. So that's what these on the left-hand side were originally constructed to be for stars like Doris Day, Rock Hudson, Lucille Ball, Jimmy Stewart. Hey, what's up? Works for America's Got Talent. Welcome on here today. Jimmy Stewart, Ronald Reagan. These all were dressing rooms for them. But now that we have those portable dressing rooms, we converted all of these into basically production bungalows for different writers, directors, producers, all the big names in Los Angeles. People like Illumination Entertainment, who brought us the movie Despicable Me and Sing, now on DVD and Blu-ray. Super cute, definitely recommend it. A little bit more sinister, the De Laurentiis Company are the ones responsible for unleashing that crazy cannibal, Hannibal Lecter, to our small screens on NBC's Hannibal. So it's fitting that they're in Bungalow 5195 because it once belonged to the master of suspense himself, Sir Alfred Hitchcock. It's also fitting that his cameo is on the side of the building here, since he was famous for his cameos. A lot of people don't know the real reason why he first started appearing in his films. In the early days of his career, he just couldn't afford to pay the extras, so he would walk around in the background himself. Because he's so easily identifiable, that became his trademark. And check him out right here, walking out of Davidson's Pet Shop in the movie The Birds with these two little dogs. Those are his actual pet dogs. I love those little guys. He wanted them to have a cameo too. I actually love this dog so much, he used to bring them to work with him all the time. Then to walk them, go exactly where we're going right now, from the front line to the back line. We say the world is literally right around the corner. We're exceptionally proud of this area. Over on the left, those are two brand new sound stages. Most recently, they're being used for America's Got Talent right now. We're also used for World of Dance with Jennifer Lopez and Hairspray Live with Jennifer Hudson. It also used a big portion of our Metropolitan sets over here. They're actually using a bit of our Metropolitan sets for filming today as well. These are awesome because we can dress these up to look like any major metropolitan city that we want. Most of the time we do make it look like New York though, because filming in New York is very, very difficult. You would have to pay, if you filmed in a real city, to shut down all of the businesses and everything. So it's a lot easier to kind of fake it out here. It also looks like the real deal because we had a little bit of help when we renovated this area. We got some creative advice from Steven Spielberg, who's not only a phenomenal director in his own right, but he's teamed up with some awesome directors too. Like for the movie The Adventures of Tintin, teamed up with King Kong director Peter Jackson. We called up Peter Jackson to make a little something special just for you guys.
It's the original King Kong that made me want to direct movies. I saw that movie on TV when I was about 8 or 9 years old. I like films that just take you away from your real life and sweep you up in adventure. Kong literally does that. I mean, you're on board the ship, you're sailing to a lost island, you're encountering monsters and creatures from, prehistoric times. So I was thrilled when Universal invited me back to Skull Island, and it's great to have you along for the ride. Now, we have created this 3D immersive experience, so you're going to have your glasses ready. Don't put them on yet, just put them in your hand because we're about to return to Skull Island.
Ladies and gentlemen, adventure awaits us, so please remain seated and hold on to all of your belongings. Welcome to Skull Island! But a little known fact, that's not a real Ferrari. That's the stunt car. Check it out, the interior is black. When Tom Selleck's driving it, here it is on the screen, interior is beige. It changes when he drives away. That right there is just a Ferrari shell over a dune buggy with a Volkswagen engine. That way it'd be quieter when they were doing all the stunts. They could just add the vroom vroom in post-production. Oh, but these cars here on the end, they got no problem getting revved up. These are from our wildly popular Fast and the Furious franchise. We're my Fast and Furious fans. Oh yeah. Fast and Furious 7 was our fastest movie, pun intended, to make $1 billion in the box office until Jurassic World came along just a few weeks later, breaking all kinds of records. In fact, that one did so well, right now they're actually working on Jurassic World 2 and 3. So that is going to be its own trilogy, just like our original Jurassic Park franchise. So, to celebrate our success, I think we should take a well-earned vacation. Maybe go to, I don't know, a little jungle island off the coast of Costa Rica, or, in other words,
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park had some awesome picture cars. We can't actually push a giant heavy metal vehicle off the side of a cliff. Here it is on the left. That's made out of lightweight balsa wood, just painted up to look like metal. Now we're also able to kind of set the scene as well, because these trees that you see, oh, look out, we got spitters! Oh, she got me. All those trees that you see, those are all made out of foam rubber. And check it out, guys, we just had to throw some water into the scene for dramatic effect. Anytime you add water into a scene, it's going to be a little bit more dramatic. Like here, check out that scene from Lost World Jurassic Park where we pushed that mobile lab off that cliff in Costa Rica. That's not Costa Rica, and that's not a cliff. That's a parking structure on our front lawn that we just dressed up to look like a cliff. So we made it creepier by adding in all this rain. So what do you guys say we see exactly how we make those rain effects right now? I'm going to get some help from everybody's favorite weatherman, Al Roker from the Today Show.
Here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Philly. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street, and about high chance of precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island. Here's a look at what's going on in Georgia.
Thanks, Al. So right now we are out here in Old Mexico. We got a crew all set up to give us a real live rain demonstration, just like we do for the movies. So take a look on the left-hand side. The way that we make rain is by hiding sprinkler systems out of view of the camera. Actually, can you guys go ahead and turn those sprinklers on for me? Perfect, thank you. And what they do is they shoot water up into the air, then it falls naturally to earth, giving that illusion of rain. As you can see, we purposely make the rain prevalence a little bigger than real rain, so it shows up on screen. Throwing some strobe lights for lightning. The thunder would normally do it post-production, but we'll do it now for effect. And there you go, literally perfect storm. All right, I think we get the idea. You guys can go ahead and kill those sprinklers. Guys, we can turn the water. Guys, Josh just said he let the crew go over and tell me. This is way too much water, man. Oh no, too late. Flash flood, look out! This is what happens. It rains for 6 seconds now, then. All this water is going to go underneath that bridge, back to the top of the hill where it's recycled for the next tour. That's not just for the tours. That's a real set. Lady Gaga. Got hit by that water in some 6-inch heels and kept on dancing. I'm like, she's just showing off at this point. I'm like, I can't even dance in flats on dry land. Right now, we are going to cross the border from Old Mexico and head right on into the Old West. Welcome to Six Points, Texas. More movies have filmed in this area of our lot than anywhere else in the entire world. It got its name from being 6 different streets that all met in a somewhat central point. Each one had its own bank, jail, saloon, whatever you can name it, a good old-fashioned Western. So in the silent film era, we didn't have to worry about audio overlap. We could record 6 entirely different Westerns at the exact same place at the exact same time. But we were showing out over 240 Westerns in one single year. Now, pretty much every movie studio was making Westerns at the very beginning of filmmaking, but then each studio kind of became known for its own genre. Like MGM had the musical, Universal had the monster movies. Dracula, Frankenstein, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, The Invisible Man, who's right over there. Thank you for looking. They all got their start in this next area of our lot that we call Little Europe. We call it Little Europe because by switching up the languages on the signs, we make it look like any European town we want. With Spain and Night Day, with Cameron Diaz, Rome, Italy. It also inspired one of my personal favorites, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, to do some scenes out there with Sarah Michelle Gellar and David Boreanaz. David Boreanaz then went on to star on the TV show Bones. Came back to film this scene inside of the soundstage we're going in now. Now for this scene, this was an episode called Bones in the Blue Line. This was supposed to be Washington, D.C. We're able to switch up for this upcoming production. We're making it look like San Francisco. We knew to on screen, we can just add a prop that literally tells you where we are. So over on the left, we just printed up a map that said San Francisco. We have a little Golden Gate Bridge sign up there. If we want to be in a different city, we just print up a new map, print up a new sign, put it the exact same frame, switch all of these props around from a different angle. Looks like we've traveled to an entirely different subway station in an entirely different part of the country. Also, most of these props are rented, so they'll go back to our prop department where they can then be used for other productions. We just make sure that anything that okay, everybody please remain seated. Remain calm. That's a tiny trigger. We get those all the time here in California. Like our face. Oh, okay. Okay, that is a little bit bigger. It's fine. No, this is sorry. giant, highly flammable barrels of gasoline. And now he's taking a pier. This is not good. Oh gosh, definitely not good. Okay, you know what? Don't panic. I think I read somewhere that sharks are afraid of fire. I don't see them anywhere. I think we did it. I think we scared them off. Good job, everybody. Oh! Okay, maybe. that's not the actual shark that we used for filming, but not to brag, our shark is a better actor. It's your little insider information, some Hollywood gossip. You guys did not hear this from me. But Bruce, the mechanical shark Steven Spielberg used, total diva. Missed his cue times all the time. He sank to the bottom of the ocean on the first day of filming. Come on, bro, how unprofessional can it get? They had so many problems with the shark. The crew affectionately dubbed the production flaws. They thought it wouldn't even be released. It was only supposed to shoot for 56 days. 152 days of filming, 3 times longer. But ended up being kind of a happy accident because Jaws was a tourist. Even LMFAO's Sorry for Party Rocking music video filmed at our chicken ranch, but looked a little different because they painted it up purple cheetah print and had robots dancing outside. You think that would probably make them the most interesting neighbors out here, but you'd probably be wrong because right now we are going down one of the most famous streets in all of Hollywood. We know it as Colonial Street, but I think it should recognize it as Wisteria Lane from ABC's Desperate Housewives. Now this road existed before the show. The beige and white house of the Gabrielle Solis, played by Eva Longoria, where Jimmy Stewart lived with his fictional rabbit friend Murphy. And the Lilac House home to Bob and Lee in the final seasons. Crazy what a coat of paint can do. You'll know 1313 Mockingbird Lane for the TV show The Monsters. And Susan, who was played by Terry Hatcher, was kind of the detective of the group, trying to figure out the mysteries out here. Makes sense because her house was once home to the Hardy Boys. And Lynette was played by Emmy Award-winning Felicity Huffman. She lived right next door. They remember from the first season, this is where the road ended. But as the show went on, after it was really successful, they added on this little roundabout area. Started using the park playground here on the left-hand side. And the house on the very end of the block was home to Edie Britt, played by Nicolette Sheridan. Later on, Renee moved in, played by Vanessa Williams. Susan, it was supposedly burned down Edie's house in season 1. That was because we had an old set where that fence is. Some termites had got to it. We were going to tear it down and rebuild it. The producer said, hey, never mind. Instead, we just light it on fire and film it, write it into the show, we'll just build you a new set. I'm like, you build us a new set? I also would love when you would see the housewives jog for miles and miles and miles down this 20-foot dirt path over on the right-hand side. Just make sure that it curves so you can't tell. Here, check it out on screen. Now, over on the left, the most perfect house, of course, home to the most perfect of housewives. That blue house is home to Brie Vanderkale, played by Marsha Krauss.
If there is one thing everyone in suburbia can appreciate, it's a good neighbor.
What the heck? Let's move that!
You know, everybody really can appreciate a good neighbor. This light greenhouse over on the left, that was once home to Nancy Drew. I like to say she learned everything she knows from Matlock, who lived right next door. The kids just all got so excited because we mentioned their favorite, Matlock. Oh, hold on. I gotta make a call.
This is security. What's going on, Studio Tour?
Okay, this is Elena. We are leaving Wisteria Lane. There is an unauthorized Dodge Charger kind of parked behind one of the houses. It's a little hidden, doesn't have a pass or anything.
Okay, Tour. I'll send someone down to check it out ASAP.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that, guys. We've just been kind of up on high alert recently. We've had a couple instances and they've asked us to...
Studio Tour. Looks like we might have an issue.
What's going on?
I'm patching you into Agent Novak from the FBI.
The FBI?
I'm sorry to interrupt your fun, but we've got video surveillance on that Charger you all saw. We ran it through the system, and the driver has been positively identified as Dominic Toretto. I've been tracking this guy for a while. He's a hardened criminal. He's likely armed, and he is definitely dangerous. My men and I are on our way to apprehend him right now. If you see him, don't be a hero. Don't engage him. Just keep a safe distance.
These are just some of the sets from Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas. They look like they're made out of concrete, but those are made out of styrofoam. This was such a big production that for all of the sets, they used 2 million linear feet of styrofoam and enough fake snow to fill 9 football fields. And what would Christmas be without candy canes? They used 1,938 of them. Was 1,940? Josh and I each found one.
Right on the backside.
Now those who are a little weary of their neighbor the Grinch, that is perfectly understandable. I think they'd be downright terrified considering out here on our back lot, they live next door to a complete psycho. Over on the right, it's the Bates Motel and the original Psycho House from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Oh, no. Is that Norman Bates? Okay, I didn't think he would actually be home. What is he doing? Well, that is not good. Okay, maybe he won't see us. There's only like 160 of us staring at him. Hey, Norman. I brought some friends if you want to sign some autographs. Okay, never mind, that's not a pin, so we're just gonna get going. And Norman, you can go right back inside. You can go back inside. Go back inside, Norman! Norman, now! Oh! Did he get anybody? Oh man, that was close. That was almost a complete disaster. In fact, that was almost as big a disaster as the epic disaster site from Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. That was Automatic Movie Voice. We are going deep into the heart of one of the most impressive sets that has ever been created. The plane crash for the 2005 film War of the Worlds, directed by Steven Spielberg and starring Tom Cruise. And when the trip comes to a full and complete stop, we're going to let you guys stand up, stretch your legs, and snap some photos. But, oh, hey, what's up?
Look, this might be more serious than I thought. What just happened? This is a secure line. Who are you?
I'll tell you who I am, boy. I'm the reason bad guys use a nightlight. I'm the reason the boogeyman begs his mama to look under his bed. And I'm the reason you just lost control of this whole operation. My name is Special Agent Luke Hobbs of the U.S. Diplomatic Security Service. And as of 16.9 seconds ago, I'm the man in charge.
The hell you are.
Let me clue you in on two things, sweet cheeks. One, there's a high-value witness from the Federal Protection Program aboard your vehicle. And two, an international crime syndicate led by Owen Shaw is honing in on this vehicle to take that witness out. Shaw's as ruthless as
here who can help us out? Oh, perfect.
Hey, you! You just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you.
So what's it gonna be, you know, problem. Come on, Gary, do I have a BO problem here? You sure do. Oh, excuse me.
glasses.
Try them on.
Dress up like a Harry Potter.